Hi guys. Today we'll be going through a bit of a story to help us understand a little bit about gum disease and how you can stay ahead of things. Not so long ago, we had a patient come in her mid 40s who complained of having severe pain on drinking cold stuff, cold drinks, sodas, what have you. So we got to talking, and as we were recording her history, she told us that, oh, I won't be surprised if I lose most of my teeth in the next few years. Bad teeth run in my family. So this was pretty curious of her to say. It turned out that her mother apparently lost most of her teeth in her 50s. So, that's probably the experience she was picking up from. She said that they just sort of started changing their position in her mother's mouth and they became loose and, well, eventually they fell out. So we had this woman who was fairly anxious about her oral health and had basically just written off the fact that she would be, losing pretty much all of her teeth in the coming few years. And this was just based on a notion from probably observing her mother. So when we examined her mouth, we found that some of her gums had begun to actually recede from their normal position, which was probably causing the sensitivity that she was complaining of. Other than that, her oral hygiene, it wasn't excellent, but I mean, it wasn't too bad either. So it was, however, intriguing that she had this kind of an oral condition, trying, even though, despite maintaining her oral hygiene, these things, well, something didn't add up. Um, so what we did next was we asked her more pointed questions about her diet and lifestyle, and she did admit to being generally quite hungry and wanting frequent drinks of water throughout the day. This prompted us to make a referral for her so she could have her blood sugar evaluated. And sure, I mean, as soon as those results came in, we found that she was an undiagnosed diabetic. So, this uncontrolled form of diabetes that she was suffering from was actually starting to express itself inside her mouth in a pretty apparent sort of way. And well, since diabetics are predisposed to suffering to more forms of, in fact, more severe forms of gum disease, this wasn't actually surprising, and things now actually began to make sense. And this is, in fact, a relation which is very well established in scientific literature as well. So we educated the patient to start her diabetes management, and we began instituting care for her gum problems as well. Since controlled diabetics, they generally tend to show responses to oral therapies just as non-diabetics would. So it becomes all the more important for them to have their blood sugar levels under control. We also educated her about taking care of her oral health, as unmanaged gum disease would actually also interfere with her diabetic status as well. So it works both ways. So this bidirectional relationship between these two diseases, this also has in fact been evidenced in literature as well. So I mean, here through the story, we can basically see how from a little anecdote today that we've shared, that a seemingly local problem in a corner of your mouth could actually be sign of a larger issue in your system, and how prompt recognition of this can actually lead to not only better oral health outcomes but also improved overall well-being as well. So, the lesson to take here is that be a regular feature at your dentist, and recognize that oral health isn't separate in any form or manner from the rest of your system, and that taking care of your oral health is actually taking care of your entire body as well. Yeah. Thank you.